Good morning, humans. This is Channing, and I woke up this morning feeling a lot of different things: anger, sadness, frustration, and it all manifested on my body. My body feels super tight with the continuation of Black bodies being murdered in the streets, with the injustices of this society and how it affects all of us. So I woke up not only wanting to take care of my physical, but to share that with you all as well. Sometimes it does seem silly for me to come to my yoga practice with everything that's transpiring, with everything that's going on. But I have to remember that if I do not take care of myself, there is no fighting the good fight. And for those of you who maybe have been out there on the front lines protesting, who are constantly doing the hard work of fighting for the safety and livelihood of minorities in this country, you have to also remember to take care of yourself. So I wanted to offer this gentle yet strengthening flow to just help accept all of the emotions that are currently being felt, and also to give you the strength to get back to the hard work, to get back to the fight for justice. Yoga is not exempt from discrimination, and yoga is not an escape from the realities of this world. We are going to get into our bodies today so that we can get back into the world and do what needs to be done. So, with all of that said, I want you to find your easy seat, either with your legs crossed, your legs straight. Inhale, find a lengthening spine. Make sure you have an anterior pelvic tilt so the flesh is rolling back so the spine can be long. Inhale, roll the shoulders up by the ears. Exhale, roll them down. Let's have our hands palms down on our knees and thighs for grounding. And then allow yourself to just feel your natural breath. In the midst of all this, just take a moment to breathe when so many of us feel stifled of our breath. You breathe for your ancestors. You breathe for your family. You breathe for the future generations, and you breathe for yourself. Start to feel the weight of your body solidifying to the ground beneath you, making you feel steady, making you feel strong. But as the breath travels up the body, inhaling it in, continue to rise. Don't allow your heart to fall. Don't allow hopelessness to wash over you. Keep the head up. In the words of Tupac, and then inhale, let's reach the arms up towards the sky, feeling yourself grow in both directions, up, but also rooting down. And then slowly take the right hand, bring it to the right hip, gently lengthening the left side body, relaxing shoulder as you side stretch over to the right, keeping the left hip rooted on the earth. If you want to go a little bit further, you can bring the forearm down to the mat. Breathe into the rib cage. Then inhale up, coming back through center. Exhale to the opposite side, the left hand outside the left hip or the forearm down, rooting in the right hip as we side stretch over to the left, breathing in the right rib cage. And we inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, bring the hands down behind you and just gently pull the heart forward. Shoulder blades roll together. Let the head gently fall back. Chin tilts up, gazing towards the sky. And then exhale, we bring our hands to our knees, pull the belly in, chin towards chest, protract in the shoulders, rounding to your seated cat. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, come back through center and start to make some gentle circles from your waist, from your hips. Maybe starting out clockwise. And you're just feeling your spine here. You're just lubricating it, feeling the mobility of it on this morning. You can start to make the circles bigger. You can start to rotate the shoulders and head and neck. Flowing through a fluid seated cat-cow. No wrong movements here as you just move. Maybe you want to switch directions. And then we slowly come back through center. You'll unwind your feet, plant them, and just windshield wiper them side to side, left to right. And then we'll slowly take them over to one side, maybe the left side, just finding your way to your tabletop, all fours, hands and knees. Spread the fingers wide, shoulders over wrists, knees under hips, pulling the belly in, gently engaging the core, having a nice lengthening spine, gazing towards the top of your mat. Take a deep inhale here, and exhale. Inhale, we root into the left hand and we sweep the right arm up. Lengthening, shoulder blades rolling together. And then exhale. We're going to thread this arm underneath the shoulder, comes all the way down, head down on the mat. Inhale, we rise and twist back open to the right. Exhale, we thread and reach. And then inhale, we thread the right arm back up. Exhale, reach the right arm forward towards the top of your mat. Exhale, bring the right hand down. And then we switch, inhale the left arm up. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Exhale, thread and reach to the right. Shoulder comes down, head comes down for a pause. Inhale, open. Exhale, lower and thread. Shoulder can touch or it doesn't have to touch. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Then inhale, open. Reach the left arm towards the top of your mat. Root the left hand down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull the belly in, chin towards chest, round into your cat. Inhale, come through neutral spine. We'll slowly walk the hands forward, just a handprint, or you can walk the knees back. And we're going to rock the weight forward, keeping the knees down, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, slowly lower our chin and our chest Yes, your derriere will be up in the air. Taking a pause in 8-point pose. And then slowly lengthening out flat. Tops of the feet root. Shoulder blades roll together. Keep your hands by your heart, by your chest. Make sure there's not too much creasing in the back of your neck. Keep lifting through the upper body, through the shoulders, rooting in the lower body. Let the hands hover for baby cobra. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring the forehead down to the mat. Take a deep inhale and rise. Baby cobra. Shoulder blades roll together. Heart and head gently lift. Hands hover for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, slowly bring it down. Forehead kisses the mat. And last time. Inhale, rise, baby cobra. You can stay here at baby cobra, or you can shift, finding a bind in the hands on the sacrum, the low back, shoulder blades squeeze together. Reach those hands towards the heels. For your half bound locust, for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, slowly and carefully release. Tuck the toes under. Inhale, we rise onto the knees. Keep the toes tucked under. Exhale, we rise off the knees, shift the weight back for our downward facing dog. Hips are reaching towards the sky as the heels reach towards the earth. And it's okay if the heels don't touch the ground right in this moment or today. Keep pushing firm through those palms, through those strong arms. Shake the head yes and no to relieve any tension in the neck. Bend one knee and then the other, walking out the downward dog as you continue to press your heart towards your thighs. Exhale, find some stillness in your downward dog. Inhale, look forward. Rock forward. Shoulders over wrists so you can bring the knees down. Tabletop position. And we'll start by taking the right leg back. Toes, knee, and thigh facing down so the hips are square. And then slowly, we'll open the hips. So turn the right toes to the right. Start to bend the knee and bring this knee as far forward as you can. Know that you can help your foot, planting it outside of the right hand. So you have a nice open hip and hands on the inside of this right foot. Ground into the left hand. Pull this thigh back. Pull the back left thigh forward and up so your hips are square. Bend this knee over the ankle. Lift out of this left shoulder as you rotate from the mid back, upper back, and shoulders, following the right arm up. Gently start to make some windmills with this right arm. One direction. And then the other. Back through center. And then exhale, bring the right hand down inside of the right foot, heel toeing the right foot through the center of your mat, hands framing the right leg. And then inhale, keep the left toes tucked under. Again, pull the thighs back so they meet at your core, at your middle and your hip sockets. Inhale, push down and forward into that front right foot so you can rise. Low lunge. Exhale, let's bring the hands to prayer. Take a deep inhale and a deeper exhale. Inhale, slowly interlace your hands behind you. Now options here, you can choose this, staying with this interlace, or you can grab onto opposite elbows. Or you can find a reverse prayer. Whichever feels comfortable for you in this moment, but melt into the hips as you rise in the heart. Feel everything squeezing towards your center, towards your core to keep you steady, to keep you lifted. Deep inhale, deeper exhale. Then you slowly release your hands, reach them up. Exhale, place them down inside of the right foot. Heel toe your right foot back out to the right. So your right foot's at 12 o'clock. I'm gonna switch it up and see. You're gonna walk your hands over to like your 10 o'clock, getting a little lunge, down dog lunge here. You can keep the back left knee down or lift it up as you push back into this right hip. Keep bending the knee over the ankle and heel. Allow your natural breath to flow. Allow your breath to give you some peace, some relaxation. I know there's no peace right now, but we can find some peace in our physical body. One more breath here in this right hip. And then slowly walk our hands back through center. Getting out of it the same way we got in it. So take this right leg out to the right, hands on the inside. Bend the knee, take it back. Tabletop position. Inhale, bring everything forward. Exhale, lower down knees, chest and chin. Flatten out onto your belly. Shoulder blades roll together. Inhale, rise, baby cobra. Or half bound lotus. Hands reaching towards the heels. Exhale, release. Roll over knees and toes as you rise to downward facing dog. Take deeper inhales. And if you need to really just remove some stress, some frustration, open your mouth. Let the tongue and jaw relax and sigh out of the mouth. It's okay to express yourself in any way that you see fit, any way that you need. And then inhale, roll forward. Exhale, drop the knees down, tabletop. Inhale, lengthen this left leg back behind you. Turn the left toes to the left, opening the hip, bend the knee. Bring this left foot as far forward as you can, helping it along the way if you need to. Stepping it forward outside of the left hand. Hands on the inside of the left foot, knee over ankle, melting in the hips. Maybe you need to walk the back, right leg back. Take a deep inhale. Pull this left thigh back, front thigh forward, meeting at your core. Reach out of this right arm, right shoulder, twisting from shoulder blades. Up towards the sky. In your revolved low lunge. And again, make some sweeping circles with the shoulder. One direction, and then the other. Back up through center. And then slowly bring the hand down as you heel toe the left foot through center. Hands framing the foot, finding your low lunge. Push down and forward into this front foot to help you rise, squaring the hips to the front of your mat. And again, you can come to hands interlaced, reaching down, or you can grab onto opposite elbows, shoulder blades squeezed together, heart reaching up, or you can come to your reverse prayer hands. And let your hips melt as your heart rises. Nice, firm grounding, rooting to the earth so you're stable, unmoving like a mountain. But your heart is open. You are rising, you are growing. Deep inhale. Deeper exhale. Nice and easy. You slowly release the hand back down inside of the left foot. Heel toe it out to the left so you have some space. Keep bending that knee over that heel or ankle. Your left foot's at 12 o'clock. Walk your hands over to your 2 o'clock. And again, push into this left hip or thigh. Probably need to make space where there's not a wall here. One more inhale. One more exhale. And inhale, slowly release, come back to center. Walk that right knee in so it's underneath the hip, firm into both palms. So you can lift this left leg, getting out of it the same way we got in it, taking the leg back, finding our tabletop position. Inhale, shift the weight forward, lower down 8-point, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, flatten out, tops of the feet root, shoulder blades roll together. Rise on your inhale to your baby cobra, or your half bound locust, or your full bound locust, lifting the legs up in the air, trying to get the thighs up, pointing and reaching through the toes, pulling the legs closer together, being on the navel but drawing the navel in. And exhale, slowly release. Third eye to the mat, hands back by chest. Roll over knees and toes. Inhale, shift the weight back, downward facing dog. Push firmly into the hands, relax the shoulders. One more inhale here. And one more exhale. Inhale, ground into the left foot as we take the right leg up in the air. Three-legged dog. Inhale, pull this right foot forward. Stepping it between your hands for your lunge. Remember, if your foot doesn't make it there on its own, use your hand to help that foot forward. Knee over heel. Root down into the left hand, shoulder blades squeeze together. Twist open to the right. Revolve lunge. Be high on those toes, drawing this back leg into the hip socket. Exhale, bring the hands down inside of the right foot. 12 o'clock, walk your hands over to your 10 o'clock. Root this back left leg to the short edge of your mat like a warrior two, and push back into this hip in your downward dog lunge. Keep bending the knee, dropping the hips to release some tension and make the legs strong. Stretching them out. One more breath here. And then on your inhale, slowly walk your hands in. Walk your hands back through center. Pivot back onto your left toes. You're going to hop this back left leg in and then root the heel down at a 45-degree angle out with that left foot. Make sure that your feet are not on a tightrope. They're in two different lanes for stability. Keep bending the knee over the heel or ankle. Press strong through the back leg, heel rooting towards the earth. Pull the belly in, push down and forward, and rise to your warrior one. Bring your hands to prayer, down in heart center. Take a deep inhale here, and a deeper exhale. One more. Exhale. Feel your power flowing from the soles of your feet all the way to the crown of your head as you reach your arms up. Exhale. Bring your hands down to the mat. Step this left leg back to be on the toes and ball of your foot. Step the right leg back, finding your plank. You can flow through your chaturanga if that feels good to you, or knees down, chest and chin, flatten out. Rise baby cobra, half bound, or full bound locust. Exhale, slowly release third eye to the mat. Hands by your heart. Roll over knees and toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale through the nostrils. Exhale, sigh. Inhale, lift this left leg in the air. Three-legged dog. Look between your hands so you know where you're stepping this left foot. Helping it forward. Right hand down the inside of the left foot, knee over heel. Heel high over those toes on the back leg. Twist out of the mid-back, upper back and shoulders, left arm up. And then exhale. Bring the hands down inside the left foot. Walk it over to your 2 o'clock. Your foot's at your 12 o'clock. I believe all of you know how to read an analog clock. And then root the right foot down. And then push back into this left hip. Remember to let the hip melt. Be strong in that back right leg. Relax the shoulders as you pull the heart through the thigh. Sorry, my ass is right there in front of your face. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Then inhale, slowly rise back to center. Walk your hands to frame your foot, pivot back onto those right toes. We're gonna hop this right foot in so we can ground the right heel. Left knee bends over ankle, squaring the hips forward to the front of our mat. Push down and forward into the front foot so you can rise. Warrior one. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more inhale here. Be strong and firm in the legs and the core. Inhale, grow in the heart, grow in the crown. And slowly bring the hands down. We're gonna come back onto the right toes. We're actually gonna hop the right foot forward, top of our mat. Inhale, lengthen the legs, lengthen the spine. Bring the hips over heels. More weight into the ball of the feet and toes. Hands on shins, half lift. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Shake the head yes and no to relieve any tension in the neck. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the fingertips down. We're gonna take the left leg, extend it back, finding our lunge, right knee over heel or ankle. Again, we walk the hands over to the left, ground into the left leg, and then keep walking your hands over through center. Keep bending in this right knee. However it looks for you today, it doesn't have to be pretty or anything. You're gonna bend the right knee, drop the hips down, lengthen through the left leg, curl the toes up, finding your skandasana, squatting over to the right. Now it's okay if you don't get this low, you don't have to be this low. You can keep your hands on the ground, you can keep your hips high, finding your level today. But lower all the way down and make your way to a seat. Again, it might not be graceful, and that's okay. Remove your right leg, bringing it in towards your hips, finding half a wide leg. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, gently twist over to the right. Bringing left hand outside of right knee or thigh, right hand behind your hip, and looking over this right shoulder, keeping the left knee, thigh, toes facing up. Keep the left hand on the right knee or thigh as you unwind back through center, reaching right arm up. And then exhale, slowly folding over to the left. And it's okay if you don't reach your toes. Just keep lengthening in this right side body. Keep the heart pulling forward. For 3. Breathe. 2. Soften. And 1. Softly let go. Start to release this left hand, turning torso towards left thigh, gently folding the torso over this left leg. Inhale, start to roll up and rise. Exhale. We slowly are going to bring this left leg in, finding our bound angle, butterfly, soles of the feet together, knees wide. Inhale, lengthen through the heart. Exhale, hinge and fold. Deep inhale here. Exhale with a sigh. Then inhale, slowly rise. Ground the feet. Once you're up at the feet, left to right, left to right. And then over to the left. Bring our hands to the left and we'll pivot back to our tabletop. Extend the right leg back, left leg back, plank. Knees, chest and chin. Inhale, lengthen, flatten out. Exhale, pause. Inhale, roll it up, baby cobra, or bound full locust. Exhale, carefully release as you roll over, knees and toes. Downward facing dog. Slowly tiptoe your hands to the top of your mat. Lengthen halfway. Long legs, long spine. Weight forward. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Inhale, lengthen, half lift. Plant the hands. This time we step the right leg back, long forearm lunge. Left knee over heel. Hands on the inside of this left foot. Start to ground the right foot. Keep walking the hands over until you're through center. And then slowly keep bending the left knee, dropping the left hip as you pivot onto the toes or sort of the heel of the right foot. And it's okay if the left heel's not down. If you're on the toes here, that's fine. And then slowly lower all the way down, finding your way to your half seat, half wide leg, curling the left heel in towards the glutes now. We inhale, lengthen through the spine, toes, knee, and thigh on the right leg stay facing up. And we twist right hand outside of left knee or thigh, left hand behind the hip for support as we look over left shoulder gently. As you exhale and release, hold on to that to that left leg. Lengthen the left arm up and gently side stretch over the right leg, keeping the heart open. Again, you don't have to actually touch the toes. Just find lengthening in the right side body. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Slowly release. Releasing right hand, twist the torso over that right leg as you gently fold. Then inhale, come back up through center. Walk the hands through center. And again, we'll bring the right sole of the foot in to meet the left. Stay nice and tall on the hips. Anterior pelvic tilt, so like your flesh is behind you, your booty flesh is behind you, knees wide, shoulders relaxed down and back. And then lengthen and fold over your butterfly, your bound angle. Inhale, slowly rise. Exhale, plant the feet. And again, windshield wiper the legs side to side, left to right. Sweep them over to the right. Back to facing the top of your mat. Inhale, hold onto your shins as you lengthen through the spine. Exhale, take your time. As you pull the belly in, slowly roll down to your back. Until you're lying flat on your back, shoulder blades squeeze together. And then hug your knees into your chest for Vipassana. Maybe you bring your head up to meet your knees until you're in a tight little ball. Giving yourself this hug. And then exhale, softening. Head and shoulders relax, shoulder blades squeeze together so the heart can gently lift. Maybe you make some circles with the knees, clockwise, counter, just to massage out the abdomen and the lower back. Gently plant the feet. Take the feet wide, let the knees come in to support one another. So this internally rotates your hips to reset it with your spine. And allow yourself to pause here. Feel the breath flowing. Feel where any residual resistance is being felt on the physical body. Notice that sensation and see if you can guide your nurturing breath there, offering it some ease, offering it, if just a moment, to relax and release so that you can lengthen and strengthen. And as you do this up and down the body, noticing any resistance, any tension that is still there, removing it with the first movement of the breath. As you ease and soften, you can let the legs start to go long, feet fall wide, finding your final posture, your savasana, your corpse pose. And if lying on your back is not comfortable, feel free to lie on your side or on your abdomen. But here we offer ourselves some comfort. In a world, in a time where sometimes comfort and solace is hard to find, We have to be able to harness it for ourselves. In discomfort, we have to learn how to accept those things, find comfort where we can, and grow and adapt to handle that discomfort. Just feel the breath. Let it continue to flow through you. As you remove any resistance on the body, the mind and emotion, accept what is right now. Accept what you're feeling without trying to change it. Even anger, even frustration, even fear. Acknowledge, accept. But don't let it hold you. Don't let it keep you. Softly let it go with the exhale. Then slowly start to wiggle fingers, toes. Tilt the head side to side, left to right, awakening the neck. Inhale, reach in all directions, toes point, arms reach behind you, great stretch. As you exhale, plant the feet and gently roll over to your left side, using your arm as a pillow if that's comfortable, lying in the fetal position. Allowing some fresh blood to flow to your heart. The heart that keeps beating, keeps fighting. Not only for yourself, but for all those around you. And having a rebirth from this fetal position, symbolizing that you can start fresh, you can start new and energized. On the inhale, slowly start to rise. Finding back your easy seat, legs crossed, legs straight, whichever feels good and comfortable for you. And I want you to thank you for flowing with me this morning, for taking this time to honor your body, your mind, and your emotions, and taking care of yourself during these times. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.